Hello, my name's Kevin.
I'm Austin.
We're your favorite online self-proclaimed beer connoisseurs. And before we begin, I'd like to talk a little bit about ourselves. We've each sampled about 200 different beers, ranging from anything you can possibly think of, from your standard Bud Light all the way up to stouts and lagers and
things that shouldn't be considered beers.
That is a fact. So, you know, in these web episodes, we'd like to talk to you a little bit about the different beers that we're going to be sampling and trying, and we'll just share with you our personal thoughts and whatever we decide to talk about. Me personally, I'm partial to porters, pale ales, IPAs, lagers, amber ales, anything you can think of. I do tend to like ales more than I like lagers. However, I have been known to like lagers quite a bit. So, Austin, well, what are you partial to?
I'm pretty much the same. As of late, I've been quite partial to pale ales, particularly the one that we are going to be sampling today. But I do go with the darker beers such as porters and stouts. Except for Guinness, that's just nasty. But
I do tend to agree. I'm not. I don't care for the Guinness.
No, as Kevin mentioned before, we've had a lot of beers over the years, and we've kind of come up with our own little rating system for this. And to just give you a little quick breakdown, it's 1 through 5, 5 being the lowest. Basically, if you get a 5, basically means I will beat you to death with the bottles if you brought that to my house. It's garbage, horse piss. 4 means if you brought it in, I might not beat you to death, but I'm definitely kicking you the hell out. 3, I wouldn't kick you out, but I'm not drinking that shit. Drink all you want. 2, I'd probably drink a 6-pack with you. It's not bad, but I'm not going to go out and buy the shit and waste my money on it. If you want to bring it over, sure, I'll drink your beer. And 1 is I would go out and buy a 6-pack. Now, the particular beer we're sampling today, I'll go out and buy a case. It's one of my favorite beers, and I can't wait to get started. So, Kevin,
well, let's talk a little bit about the beer that we are going to be sampling today. This is Sierra Nevada's Pale Ale. Sierra Nevada out in Chico, California. The Pale Ale happened to be the first beer that Sierra Nevada started brewing. It was originally brewed November 15th, 1980. And one of the greatest things about this is you can actually read everything that's great about this beer right on the beer itself. I'm going to spare you reading the label for you, but yeah, I do recommend you buy this and you know, be able to read it for yourself. But this label right here, it will tell you everything you need to know about this particular beer, and well, it is that. It is quite tasty. So I have had this before. So without further ado, I'll let Austin crack open the first one and give ourselves a little bit of a look-see.
all right, here we go. Sir?
Thank you.
Now this particular beer, as you said, is a pale ale. As you see, has a light copper color to it. Like most pale ales, it's pretty hoppy, and you can definitely smell that with the citrusy and piney scent to it that it has. It is it's bitter, but not too bitter. It goes down very smooth as far as the carbonation. And like I said, it's quite easy on the palate. Very good beer. Before, obviously, you know, as we've been saying this whole time, this would definitely be a 1 for us. But the ABV in this beer is about 5.6. So it's a little bit above average, which is good. And it is definitely an above average beer. So without further ado, bottoms up.
Depending on where you are in the country, this might be considered a strong beer, but however, our producers do insist that we definitely put out the fact that you drink responsibly, don't drink and drive, and you know, drink according to all applicable laws. I would agree with Austin. You can definitely smell the hops in this particular pale ale. It is bitter, which is one of the things that fans of pale ales and IPAs definitely look for. So this is quite tasty. For more information on Sierra Nevada, you can visit their website at www.sierranevada.com.
Prost.
Cheers.